I think the Steelers have let this linger with how that game ended, and there's finger pointing and who called the spike and non-spike. Antonio Brown is hurt. The drop pass. The Patriots move on. The Steelers, why are they holding on to this and still answering questions on this instead of just saying, "Look, we're on to our next game. You know what? We're not looking back."
Well, it's one of the issues, I think, when you hold press conferences throughout the course of the week. When you get Roethlisberger's reaction to it right after the game, you're going to get the head coach's reaction to it in another press area right after the game. You're going to get the offensive coordinator, Todd Haley's reaction to it on Wednesday after he's probably been beat up in the press for not doing whatever it was that the other guys have talked about or the other rumors have been. But honestly, if you've been around that Pittsburgh organization, there is a little bit of that sort of tension anyway there. There's a little bit of, who's calling the plays. Certain people are calling the plays in the no huddle. Is it coming from Haley? Is it coming from, there's always philosophical differences on how the game. Should it be more of Le'Veon Bell? Should it be more of no huddle? Should it be more of Ben Roethlisberger? Should it be more of Antonio Brown? There are a lot of stars that have to get fed in Pittsburgh. And so I think I do think there are disagreements on how play calling and play selection and play operation come down the road there. But obviously their success has been the overriding factor. And, there are a lot of egos in play, not just in Pittsburgh, but in New England and around the National Football League. And that's what makes, the great head coaches great head coaches. The ability of Bill Belichick and Mike Tomlin to control some of those discussions and to keep them in-house. And when they do percolate over, put the lid back on the pot, that's a big part of being a head coach. And it's why those two organizations have worked so well with those two head coaches.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.